Camphill is a place like no other.
We call it an intentional community.
With over 100 people living and working here from all over the world, we are a community unlike any other too.
The dictionary defines community as a place where everyone belongs.
We do work together quite hard to be a community, to live as a community, and it is a challenge.
It wasn't easy when Carl Koenig started Camphill in Scotland in the 40s.
And it isn't easy today in any of the 100 or so Camphill communities spread around the world.
We have history for a very good reason. This place is special.
If giving back is your focus, it's a chance to help others while getting support yourself.
All of us have handicaps, and all of us are whole at the same time.
Camphill Communities Ontario sort of consists of two places, which are both part of one big picture.
There's the Nottawasaga community, or the village. It's a rural setting.
And then there is Sophia Creek, which is an urban place where we have a neighborhood in downtown Barrie.
I think to work in a Camphill community, you have to be passionate about what you're doing.
People that are getting together, doing what they want to do, compelled to do what they want to do.
And of course, this recognition that whatever I do for you. And whatever you do for me.
When you do what you do for the community, it becomes important.
You learn very, very profoundly who you are and what it is to be human.
I feel for me, I feel like I have a sense of purpose here. I do.
I have so many friends. I love it here.
It's my home. I belong here.
Definitely.
My friends at home ask me why. Why move to Canada? Why live with people you don't know? It's hard to describe, but it's a different way to live.
I love the community aspect of being a family with the people that we live with. And I like the community itself, and we all do things together, and you know, there is a community spirit.
Every home is a different combination of unique people, and every home is kind of beautiful.
This is my home. We call it tuna salt. In my home, we have Serena and Tolwyn, and the new baby Julian. He's small and he's cute. Rick, Piggy, Mike, and Anna. We have Cobra the cat. We are a funny group.
Not everyone lives in a village. Some live away with their own families. Some have their own apartments. Some people volunteer each day, and some people work a scheduled shift. It's a real mixed bag.
So there's the live-in where we're there 24 hours a day. There's working an 8-hour shift. There's usually a couple of day shifts, and then there's sometimes a night shift. And other people just work as needed or as they want to.
Everybody comes together, but it's not only about the food. It's just really the meaning to be together and to share, to sit on the table with the people who you really are happy to sit with.
The meals are here fabulous, tasty, I would say.
It's different than just going to work and spending, 9 to 5 working day, going home and forgetting about everything else. It's more of a lifestyle thing, and it just feels like one big extended family, and I just, really enjoy being a part of it.
You get a real incredible amount of people coming together, from different nations, obviously with different abilities.
In some ways, it is always this challenge of letting go of that barrier between us as human beings, where we are the same and where we are different, and appreciating that.
If you see what we're doing as the creation of a healthy social environment where everybody has a place according to their ability, people find their role and their activity according to what is appropriate and what they can offer.
I think it's all about learning how to relate. There's give and take in all our relationships and all our work.
I think everybody in the whole world has a tremendous value.
I thought I would never make friends from all over the world. It's excellent here.
Work is a big part of everybody's life. We work together and we look after the earth in a very careful, particular way.
Work is seen as something that I offer out of devotion and love to the earth.
There's so much to do in the village. There's the forest, the land, the animals, and especially the garden. You wouldn't believe what comes out of that garden.
Potatoes, carrots, onions, beets. I think we have in total over 100 different things we grow.
In the forest we get lumber for firewood, for boards to work on the sawmill. And the best part, I think, is the maple syrup.
We try to stay away from any chemicals, any artificial fertilizers. So we try to use principally good organic farming practices.
I love the Scottish Highland cattle. It's something that's really seems to be unique to Camphill, and I love them.
What we do is we work biodynamic. So the bio refers to the organic part, and the dynamic part actually describes more that we are working with forces behind the nature, basically. It's a fascinating field.
There's a lot of people living here and we have a lot of visitors, so there's a lot of work just to keep the houses running smoothly.
As a household, you have to shopping, cleaning, things which are broken, you have to fix them. And also with the guys, like appointments, medicine, it's a lot of responsibility.
I work hard every day. I clean my house, I do dishes, I sweep the floor, I clean my room.
We try to give every person an opportunity to explore the gardening, the wood workshop, the pottery, the weaving, working with the cows and the animals. All of those things are part of this ongoing quest to find out how do I best serve the earth with the gifts that I might have.
It's very true to participate in what is happening in every aspect of the life here. You know, I'm participating, I'm part of the whole.
It's a chance for all of us to share our gifts, to participate and to contribute to the community.
Well, I think Camphill's mission in the world has been to, as Dr. Koenig put it, to create islands of culture, to preserve, in a sense, the highest part of our humanity.
It's all about, being socially engaged and being culturally engaged and self-development and and integrating that into our work with people, and it is a very big part of what Camphill is, absolutely.
So this emphasis on a cultural life, that's what makes us so unique. It's one of the elements of anthroposophy that has had a huge influence on us.
Well, anthroposophy is condensed common sense which can be applied to the world around you, and then also you can apply it to your own inner development.
Everybody wants to learn. We all want to learn, and if we stop learning, life becomes very stale and boring.
For me, I believe that every time I learn something, even if it is a small detail, It changes my life. It opens up new opportunities.
I learned to make scarves. I made a blanket already for the baby. I learned how to paint. I take music lessons here. I just keep on learning.
I think the fundamental therapy that we're working with is something called social therapy, and that's part of the Camphill history and structure, and that extends into every aspect of our life. Then we have the traditional anthroposophical therapies, eurythmy, speech therapy, music therapy.
We do this music scene, play bells scene, and we're doing pretty good so far. I never dream I'm making music like this. It's beautiful.
The studios are very important because we, whether we're a person with disabilities or a so-called co-worker who supports people, we are all challenged to learn, and we all become students when we're faced with the artistic process.
It says living, learning, and working together. And that is a very nice, succinct way of saying what our values are. We live and work and learn together.
If we can do this, if we can get together, a group of different people from all over the place, if we can really do it and make sense, then there's hope for everyone around us.
You can't help but be affected by everything that goes on in here. You can't.
Try to understand people. We'll live with them and accept them as they are. Not to judge at all, actually.
I have to be here. I've never felt that. I've never experienced, I'm one of this practical, everything's black or white, you know, but there's just something about this place. I have to be here.
When I look back over my life and I see the gifts that have been brought to me through my relationships with people with disabilities, I know that I am who I am today because of the gift of those relationships.
So what do I tell my friend when they ask why I live here? It just feels right. I belong here.